Hi, Jen here, moved from within craniosacral therapy, yoga, and movement, and learning how to be more delicious in our bodies and enjoy this fabulous fabulous physical experience we get to live and experience for our lives, which is pretty amazing. We live in these awesome bodies. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about non-doing or not doing anything. And this has layers, so we'll probably do a couple little videos on this. But one thing that I just wanted to share is just the power of just simply being. Sometimes, especially if we're working really hard at something, we need just a break. And I'm going to give you an example completely unrelated. Well, this is totally related to craniosacral therapy and movement practice. But the example I'm going to share with you is actually a learning experience I had. I was learning to speak Spanish, and I've been self-teaching myself and using lots and lots of different, I use Duolingo, which is a free application for any of you who are wanting to learn a new language. I highly recommend it. I was also taking a couple small classes from a friend of mine who is a Spanish instructor. I was also listening and watching different movies and podcasts and lots of different stuff in Spanish so that I could get a sense of the hearing and the sound. So I was doing tons and tons of work, and I was really working hard and really focusing a good amount of energy on that. And I'd been studying it for a little while, consistently. And I found that my progress had kind of sort of plateaued at a point. And strangely enough, it happened to be the same time where I happened to be doing my craniosacral therapy training, as well as I was working full time. And during that, of course, part of my training was I did a whole lot of sessions as well for people during my training. And so I literally had no time to practice Spanish at all. So I completely dropped that off my list. I was like, you know what, I'm going to pick this up later. But really, really surprised me, though, is after several months of not speaking any Spanish at all, didn't practice, didn't watch any movies in Spanish, really just completely just let it go for a little bit and was totally okay with that. The interesting thing was when I actually was in Mexico, I came back to Mexico, and I started just speaking with people. I was shocked at how much better my Spanish had gotten. And I'm like, what is with this? I haven't been practicing for months. What's going on? And I realized that what happens with us is in terms of our learning process, in terms of our growing process, we need to get some of the foundational skills. We need to get those things to happen. We need to practice, we need to study, we need to do these things, and we need to act. So the action piece is super, super important. But we also need to rest and play. And those are things that we often completely throw away when it comes to, getting something done. So I just wanted to bring the rest piece in. We'll talk about play in another video, but really want to talk about the rest piece, because the thing about when you learn anything is that you need a break, and you need that break to help your system just assimilate all that stuff that you're working on, to come in and to really integrate with everything. And from then on, then you can play with it, then you can study some more, then you can work, then you can do the action pieces. But you do need to make time for that nothing doing, for the rest. So I just wanted to speak with that. If you are working on anything in life, maybe it's a project for work, maybe you're doing a yoga practice, maybe it's something, just an invitation to mix it up. Stop what you're doing, take a little break. That might mean taking a break for a couple days, that might mean taking a break for a few months. You got to do what feels right for you, but just an invitation to have a moment, especially if you've been working really hard at something, just take a moment to let it go for a little bit. And then when you come back to it, you can come back to it with fresh eyes, fresh perspective, and a fresh approach. So just wanted to invite that into your life, hopefully that is helpful. And going to sign off for now. We'll see you in a new video, and take care. We'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.